the most important events that took place in Egypt was the Cleopatra movie, that Elizabeth Taylor acted this role of Cleopatra. I think everybody knew Cleopatra. She was a queen in the Pharaoh's era, and it was acted by Elizabeth Taylor, and it attracted all the attention to the Pharaoh's area in Egypt.
50 years ago, it was the transmission point between the old lifestyle to the kind of modern lifestyle because of the oil discovery in the country, and Kuwait was British colonized, and we got the independency, like I would say 60 years ago maybe, and people used to do basic jobs like fishing, diving, and then like many things started growing, like banks, institutions, universities, and you know it was like transforming point between the basic old lifestyle to the modern lifestyle. Even fashion started to be changed, like people got influenced by the Western life, and people started listening to different kind of music and wearing different kind of clothing and this kind of things.
Okay, Germany in the 60s was a lot like America. We had flower power, we had hippies, but the most distinct thing about Germany in the 60s was that it was divided in East and West Germany. And our capital, Berlin, is located in East Germany, but they divided it also in East and West Germany. So the people who lived in West Berlin were cut off from everything West German. So they had to get their food via airplanes, they had to get their visitors via airplanes, they couldn't drive out of this part of the city. And then in 1963, President Kennedy visited West Germany, and he also visited West Berlin, and he gave a very famous speech there, which you will see later on in this show, in my news show.
In the United States in the 1960s, John F. Kennedy, he was assassinated in 1963. Also in 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. made his famous "I Have a Dream" speech at the Lincoln Memorial, and it was also a big time where the Beatles were very popular.
Bienvenue.
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 60 years ago, France is crazy.
Yeah, they introduced the pay holiday, so it was really crazy. And the miniskirt was also introduced in France. Bienvenue.
In 1963, even after the independence of Pakistan, there was also a part in Pakistan where even after the independence, there was a king's rule, which is called, the part is called Hunza, which is called like Gilgit-Baltistan. There were some kings who were ruling that area. So now it is very different from that they are not ruling this time, but this is the difference, that in 1963 they were ruling that area. Now it is under Pakistan's government.
King Faisal replaced Saud as a king.
Actually, the oil in Saudi Arabia was discovered in the 60s, and it was big jump, and huge jump in the economy of Saudi Arabia.
In China, 50 years ago, we are like a baby. Most of Chinese people, they are farmer, not like right now we have everything. Modern city, Shanghai, capital Beijing, everybody want to go travel around. In China, high technology, everything. If you want to know more about China, just go to China and see wherever you want to see.
In Brazil in 1963, the parliamentarism regime was substituted by the presidentialism regime, and in 1964 we had a military dictatorship that started, so a coup d'etat happened, and several years were followed, like with military dictatorship and suppression of rights and everything. So, yeah.
Around 1960s in Korea, the politics was very corrupted, but it was the period of changing, like economy was developing, and even though there was corruption in politics, but there was first election, so there was president, but overall it was dark area.
50 years ago was when Kenya got their independence. We got liberated from the British colonization, and that's when we became a republic. So yeah, in my own language, to say welcome, you say karibu.
Bem-vindos. خوش آمدید. أهلا وسهلا. Willkommen.
欢迎。
Welcome.
And I think to myself,